Joining us at our broadcast table, Willoughby, Ohio's own Jillian Livorse, and then Bethel Park Blackhawks' Jessica Hanson to chat with us. First of all, we'll start with you, Willoughby. Tonight you finished the match with a match-high 11 kills. You had the offense going tonight. Talk a little bit about why you were able to be so successful with your put-downs.
I think I was able to be so successful because we actually used our middles this game and they opened up the pin hitters. And I really want to say good job to Ronnie and Taylor for getting the ball up and out to me.
Yeah, and again, some of the shots that you were able to make, you showed a variety of approaches. You had the soft stuff, you had the hard, you come down the line, you went to the middle. That's what good volleyball players that can play offense do. You very much looked that way tonight. Did you come in tonight with a little more energy or more inspired because you were playing California?
Oh, yeah. I think every time we play Cal or a team in our pod, we come in with a little extra fire.
Now, this was a big match because coming into tonight, Jillian, and I'll also ask Jessica to get in on this question. You were down a match. They had a 4-2 division mark. The Griffins 3-3. Although it's early in the regular season in terms of PSAC play, if you would have dropped tonight, you'd have been 2 matches behind Cal, giving them some confidence. They had one on the road, and they're yet to win on the road this year. Some confidence in knowing you go to their place the second half. So did that put a little more importance on tonight, you guys coming out and taking this young team down?
Yeah, I really think it did.
What do you think, Jessica?
Yeah, I think it was a big game coming in. I mean, obviously Cal's a big rival of ours, so anytime we play them, we want to go. But I think it was really important because it put us in a better spot for later down the road.
Well,
good answer.
And you had 7 kills tonight. So talk a little bit about how your offensive game went out so well. What worked well for you tonight?
I think it worked really well. I think Taylor and I have a lot better of a connection than we did earlier in the season, which we've been working on a lot. And I think our passes allowed us to set the middle a lot more. We got a ton of balls up, and then obviously our outsides and our right side doing everything they could. It allowed me to have less blockers in front.
Now on Saturday, you folks had a tough match. It was the day you retired the number of former standout Maggie Murray from Erie McDowell High School, Erie, PA. I was not here. We weren't able to broadcast, but I understand her mother was here, some of her other family members, and you guys seemed to get off to a bit of a sluggish start against Bloomsburg. We're down 2-0, but then Coach Hall, during the second or third period break, did some inspirational words, I think, for you guys. Talk a little bit about the match in general and what made you come out. After that second set, you put them away like it was a hot knife through butter.
We definitely started off really rough. I know a lot of that before, obviously, was a little emotional and tough, but regardless, I think we were a little too relaxed going into it. After that second set, we did go talk for a little bit, and he definitely told us, we weren't really playing our game. We were letting them dictate everything that was happening. And after that, we kind of took a second, all relaxed a bit, and then started playing our volleyball, not letting them decide what we do.
Jillian, what did it mean for you guys to be able to honor? Because you all played with Maggie. It wasn't like you never played with her. You played with her for a while. What did it mean to you to see her jersey get retired and go into a very important place in Seton Hill sports history?
It meant a lot to me just because Maggie was such a special person to all of us. Even like those who didn't play with her, they know how great she was and that she'll always be a part of this program no matter what.
Now, you both are seniors. Before we ask Jess this, talk a little bit about how the academics is going in your senior year and what degree you plan to graduate with from Seton Hill.
I plan to graduate with a business administration degree specializing in marketing and HR. And I'm almost done. I have 1 class left in the spring and then an internship.
And where you're going to be interning at?
No, I do not.
Okay, well, you got time to do that. You've got some volleyball to do and to play, that's for sure. How about you, Jessica, from Bethel Park, major? How's the schoolwork going, and what are you going to graduate with? What degree?
So I'm going to school for elementary and special education, and I'm minoring in dance. It's going pretty well. I've had the opportunity to be in the classroom a lot this semester, so that's pretty exciting. And then in the spring, I'll be student teaching.
What classrooms have you been in so far?
I've been in a 2nd grade room in West Hempfield.
West Hempfield. How do kids treat you there when you tell them you're a big volleyball standout?
They get super excited every weekend because they know I have games, and every Monday I get in there, and they all ask me how it went.
Okay. We're talking with 2 of these young ladies that I've had a chance to describe their exploits since they came to Seton Hill here in my 8th season. As you look back, what has been some of your more fondest memories being a part of this volleyball program here at Seton Hill University?
I would say the teammates for sure. I think we all have a really great connection with one another, and the coaches too. And obviously last year was a really good year for us. So
Oh, yeah.
hoping to do it again.
Best year in their program's history, that's for sure. What about your thoughts on that? What's been some of your memorable memories, Jillian Livorse?
I would definitely say winning the PSAC last year, and like she said, the teammates. Like, I know you have to be friends on the court, but we're all friends off the court. Like, we hang out whenever we're not at practice or anything.
Well, I tell you what I missed, and I hope they reschedule it. I was really looking forward to your match against the Wheeling Jesuit University Cardinals a few weeks back.
I think they're trying to.
Yeah, it'll
They're trying
definitely
to
be
schedule it?
rematched. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got to get that one on the schedule because I had already prepared.
Yep.
And
It'll
then-
be here too.
Oh, all right. And then Dan ends up texting me, I think it was it the night before or the morning of? Something like that. And
I think
said,
it's the day before. Yeah.
day before,
Something.
and
I think the day before we found out.
Yeah.
And then they said something was wrong with the polls. You had the company that couldn't get in here on time to get them reset. And I said, of all the matches, I said, I hope they put
know.
that back because that's a great match. Oh, that was a 5-setter. And you had them down 2-0 and could have been going to the Elite Eight. So that's a match that I think, and for volleyball people out there, if you haven't come to the McKenna Center to see this group of young ladies perform, that would be a match to come to. And
Yeah.
I know I'll be here if
For
you end
sure.
up playing that match for sure to call it. Ladies, again, congratulations on a very important victory tonight.
Thanks.
You go on the road Friday. The road has not been as easy for you as it was a year ago. What do you think you're going to have to do on the road to put some wins on that side of your ledger?
I think we just have to play Seton Hill volleyball like we have been the last 3 games, and if we do that, we'll be fine.
Your thoughts on that, Jessica?
I would say the same thing, honestly. I think we're finally starting to get into a groove and we're figuring out what we need to do. So if we can just keep consistent, we'll be good.
Maintain that intensity. The talent is there. A lot of you players got
For
a
sure.
lot of experience on last year's team. So you've been through the fires. It's just a matter of coming out and not worrying about the opponent, but play to your ability. You play to your ability. This team can still do a lot. I'm excited to see how the 2019 season unfolds here over the next few weeks.
Very excited for it. It's going to be a good year.
The big middle blocker, governing the middle of the net, Jessica Hanson, and on the outside coming up all the way from Willoughby on some of those attacks up the near sideline, Jillian Livorse. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
You're welcome.